Natural disasters such as earthquakes, volcanoes, storms, floods, and other natural disasters are not the only threats. People, on the other hand, pose a significant risk to the lives of others. Dangerous men do not emerge from nowhere. He was once a child who could have been influenced by environmental and psychological changes. Who would have guessed that a cute baby would grow up to be one of the world's most lethal men? A dangerous guy has an extremely high sense of vanity when it comes to becoming a rescuer on his own terms. They are regarded as criminals. They are wanted by international criminal organizations. Harold Shipman, dubbed Dr. Death for killing 218 people, is one of the most lethal people who ever lived. A married husband managed to squeeze in 218 credited murders while working as a preferred British physician, making him one of history's deadliest serial killers. But are you interested in finding out the most dangerous people of the year 2022? So, stay tuned until the end to find out who takes the top spot. Hello, and welcome to yet another amazing video from our channel. In this video, we'll look at the top 10 most dangerous people on the planet. Please subscribe to our channel and press the bell to avoid missing any of our future videos. Let's get started. So, in 2022, here are the world's most dangerous people. Number 10. Mokhtar Belmokhtar. An Algerian jihadist leads al-Qaeda affiliate Al-Morabitan. His goal is to transform al-Qaeda into a global terrorist organization capable of carrying out attacks across Western Europe and operating in Africa from coast to coast. Mr. Marlborough recruits foreign jihadists returning from Syria for new terror attacks funded by the illegal tobacco trade. He is suspected of masterminding last year's attack on an Algerian gas facility, which killed 40 hostages, as well as a recently revealed Eiffel Tower terrorist plot. Belmokhtar's supporters dubbed him the Uncatchable after he survived a gunfight with counter-terrorism police. Quote, similar attacks will be launched within Libyan borders, where Belmokhtar is believed to be, jihadist movement specialist Mokhtar Belhassan predicted. Number 9. Matteo Messina Denaro Diabolic. The mafia boss wants to right the wrongs done to the poor and disadvantaged while also making a lot of money. This could be one of the reasons he's one of the world's most dangerous men. And guess how he does it? He simply joins any profitable business, such as shopping malls, food delivery services, wind farms, and agriculture. They are so vast that it is difficult to distinguish where the budget of Western Sicily ends and its jurisdiction begins. He was involved in a bombing campaign run by the Sicilian Mafia in the early 1990s. This resulted in the deaths of 50 people, including magistrates and bystanders in Sicily, Rome, and Florence. Number 8. El Mayo. Ismael Zambada, drug lord of the Sinaloa cartel. His goal is to retain control of a multi-billion-dollar criminal enterprise. He traffics drugs into the United States and Europe, as well as money laundering and a lucrative kidnapping business. To maintain loyalty, the Sinaloa cartel conducts horrific mass executions of rival gangs and civilians. According to the House Committee on Homeland Security, the cartel's communications network has been compromised, which is how the cartel's former frontman, the notorious Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, was apprehended after 13 years on the run. Number 7. Joseph Kony. Former commander of the Lord's Resistance Army, he longs for a theocratic state founded on the Ten Commandments and the Alcoholic tradition. Government officials have accused Kony of ordering the kidnapping of children in order to convert them into child soldiers and sex slaves. 66,000 children joined the army. 2 million people were internally displaced between 1986 and 2009. In 2005, the International Criminal Court in The Hague, Netherlands, charged Kony with war crimes and crimes against humanity, but he evaded capture. The United States has driven back the LRA, and many of Kony's troops have deserted him. Kony is thought to be ill, and he will be apprehended if the pressure to end the LRA and negotiate his surrender is maintained. Number 6. Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, ISIS. The Islamic State of Iraq and Syria's leader aspires to establish his own Islamic State, or caliphate, across northern Syria and eastern Iraq, and to be known as Caliph Ibrahim, to whom all Muslims will pledge allegiance. ISIS has also released a 5-year expansion strategy that includes the Middle East, Arabian Peninsula, Northern Africa, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and India. Al-Qaeda severed ties with ISIS earlier this year due to its violence, but the organization has since taken control of more than half of Iraq, enforcing the extreme Wahhabi brand of Islam and imposing a strict version of Sharia law. Number 5. The Bomb Maker Extraordinaire. Ibrahim al-Asiri is a Saudi fighter who also works as an Al-Qaeda bomb maker. He incorporates PATN into explosives that X-ray machines cannot detect. He is suspected of developing the underwear bomb, which was used in an attempt to attack a US-bound jet in 2009. His most serious crime is teaching Al-Qaeda trainees his skills, prompting the US to issue credible threat warnings in July 2014, resulting in increased security on all direct flights. Number 4. Semyon Mogilevich. The Ukrainian-born criminal lord is regarded as the boss of bosses of the world's most powerful Russian mafia syndicates, which operate across borders. His main desires are money and power, and he engages in narcotics trafficking, nuclear material trade, contract killings, and international prostitution to obtain them. He has over 100 front businesses and bank accounts in 27 different countries to keep the money coming in. In 2008, Russian authorities arrested Mogilevich for tax evasion on behalf of a cosmetics company, Arbat Prestige, under one of his many aliases, Sergei Schneider. 3 years later, the fees were eliminated. He is wanted by the FBI for his role in a $150 million fraud scheme. Number 3. Yasser Abdel Said. Said is an Egyptian former cab driver who was wanted for murder. He was born on January 27, 1957, and he is an FBI fugitive wanted for his alleged role in the January 1, 2008 murders of his 2 adolescent children. At the time, he was living in Irving, Texas. Said eluded capture for 12 years after killing his 2 daughters, Amina, 18, and Sarah, 17, on January 1, 2008. Their remains were discovered in an abandoned taxi car on the grounds of the Omni Mandalay Hotel in Irving, Texas, now the Omni Las Colinas Hotel. On August 26, 2020, Said was apprehended without incident in Justin, Texas. His trial for unlawful flight to avoid prosecution will take place in the Northern District of Texas. Number 2. Cody Wilson. Cody Wilson has already made a name for himself by contributing to some of the most well-known digital projects of all time. Wilson rose to prominence as the designer of the Liberator, the world's first completely 3D printed pistol. He wants to enable anyone, anywhere in the world, to create a lethal plastic weapon with a single click. Wilson could be investigated for alleged illegal weapons exports and face up to 7 years in prison if convicted. If it can be shown that his actions harmed, quote, U.S. national and regional security interests, the sentence could be increased. Wilson was charged with sexual assault on December 28, 2018, following a sexual encounter with a minor he met on Sugar Daddy Meet, a website that matches younger adult women with older men. In August 2018, he was accused of committing a second-degree felony by paying a 16-year-old girl $500 for sex in a hotel room in Austin, Texas. Wilson's attorney, F. Andino Reynal, stated that Wilson believed the girl was a consenting adult. Before creating an account on Sugar Daddy Meet, users must declare that they are at least 18 years old. Number 1. Ayman al-Zawahiri. Al-Qaeda's co-founder and current leader on the Afghan-Pakistan border. His goals and ambitions are to punish Christian and Jewish atrocities against Muslims throughout history, as well as to establish a single Islamic political leadership across the Arab world, and to drive non-Muslims out of Saudi Arabia, where Islam's holiest sites are located. Aside from advocating the murder of non-Muslims, he has recently dispatched warriors to Syria and attempted to persuade ISIS to join forces with all other jihadists against the ostensible coalition of America, Russia, Europe, Shiites, and Iran, as well as the dictatorship of Bashar al-Assad. Assad. So, the conclusion is that dangerous people always have a reason for the actions they take. They believe that they are righting wrongs and achieving greater goals. But in the end, crime and danger are inextricably linked to financial assistance. In a world devoid of order, chaos is unavoidable. Allowing men with unstable minds and beliefs to roam free will harm society and the world at large. That's all we've got for now. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, please share it and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. See you in the next video!